Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Real Reviews with Chase Lee live. I'm not going to do a review per se. I'm going to go over basically my whole Blu-ray collection. No one's been asking for it, but you know, people do these videos, so I assume this is a thing. Sure. So anyways, if you're watching this live, you can comment in the place where my voice, face, whatever, and just have a conversation. Let's have a conversation about what I have, or if you guys have any Blu-rays to recommend or whatever. So let's get this started because there's a lot of them. It's not as much as most people, but you know, there's some in here that need to be talked about. So let's go ahead and start this with probably the greatest movie of last year. I'm kidding. Transformers: Age of Extinction, 3D Blu-ray. Why is this one first? Well, anyways, funny story about this. I never saw this movie in theaters. I never rented it, never went to the dollar theater, so I never did anything. I never even spent my own money, like currency, on this. I got it for free. So not only did I not support it in theaters, I didn't do anything to support it in any way, and I got this for free. So, how did I get it for free? There was like a contest on Beyond the Trailer with Grace Randolph or whatever, and I won it. So, and I've only seen half of the movie. Haven't finished it. Looks cool though. Looks great. The picture quality is great. So there you go. I got this for free. So Transformers: Age of Extinction, the very first one. All right. So next one. Ooh. Well, obviously I got. Hey, how's it going over there? We have Mark Wahlberg here playing a game, and of course, oh, who's that? Who's that son of a bitch right there? Oh, that's Dwayne Rock Johnson. Yeah, I fight him in this movie. I beat his shit. You know? Kick his ass. You know? No, but it's Pain and Gain. Yeah, funny thing, this is one of the movies I got at a closing Blockbuster. Yeah, I got 3 movies. It was my last purchases from a Blockbuster ever. As they were closing, it was like this one and 2 of the other ones that are in this stack, but this is one of them. You know, it's not like the best movie in the world, but I mean, it's Michael Bay. There's explosions and shit. There's a hot chick in the front cover right there. I realize that my finger's like on her tits right now, so sorry. It's not like a Bad Boys or anything, but it has like that flavor to it and everything. So it's not as bad as everyone says it is, but there it is. Pain and Gain. I actually bought it as a blind buy, so yeah, it's not bad. It's a little fun. A little fun. As you guys can probably tell, these are in no particular order, so enjoy. Next one, Place Beyond the Pines. We have director Derek Cianfrance, who also directed Blue Valentine. We got Ryan Gosling, Ray Liotta, Eva Mendes, and Bradley Cooper. And this is one of my favorite films of 2013. This is a very cool movie where it's like a pass the torch type of movie where we start with one character and they pass it on to the other one, and then we pass it on to the other one. So it kind of focuses on each different person in the 3 acts. So it's just a really kind of emotionally driven movie, and Ryan Gosling's awesome, Bradley Cooper's awesome. If you guys have not seen this, or if you like Derek Cianfrance's other movie, Blue Valentine, check this one out. This one's definitely worth it. I bought it as soon as I heard it was coming out. One of my favorites of 2013. Very cool little drama. So I'm going to set you down. Oh, I don't want to set you next to Transformers. You're better than it. So next one on my list is we have Brad Pitt and Moneyball. Yeah, you know, we got some, Bennett Miller. Bennett Miller directs this. He also directed Capote. He also directed Foxcatcher. So there's that. I mean, he's got some pretty great performances. And Jonah fucking Hill was nominated for an Oscar for this movie. Ridiculous. But he was actually really good at it, so it works. Brad Pitt plays the general manager of the Oakland A's, and so he basically kind of reevaluates how you get players, basically. I mean, it's a really cool, interesting, like, sports movie, even though there's really not that much sport in it, like, not much, like, any baseball scenes. Like, there's some, but, like, it's more about talking and negotiations and stuff, but I just like it because Ben Miller always knows how to make a really character-driven movie. This is definitely one of them, so I would check this one out, especially if you like Capote or if you like Foxcatcher, which I really did. So this is a really good one. Highly recommend it. All right, next one is The Gray with. I'm going to tell you this once. I'm going to find you. I'm going to kill you. And that was a terrible fucking Liam Neeson impression. Anyways, it's Liam Neeson in The Grave, and this is directed by Joe Carnahan. And basically, Liam Neeson is with a bunch of other people on a plane. They crash into the snow, and they try to survive against a bunch of wolves and themselves. They have to fight it within themselves. Yeah, you know, it's just a really cool survival movie. It's well shot. It's well acted. I really like Liam Neeson in it. Yeah, there's really nothing more to say. Like, it actually looks really good on Blu-ray because it's all set in the snow and stuff. So it's got really great picture quality. If you like survival type movies, or Liam Neeson for that matter, you'd like to see him kick ass and punch a wolf square in the dick, you know, this is the one for you. He doesn't punch him square in the dick, but I mean, he kills a wolf. Big wolf. So there you go, The Grave, starring Liam Neeson. The next one is American Hustle with fat hot dog vendor-looking Christian Bale. You see that? He looks fucking gross. All right. So, anyways, and you also have Amy Adams cleavage. Basically, this is a movie about conning, about con artists, and you know, I don't want to spoil anything. It's just basically people fucking everyone over. Like, you think this person is fucking over that one, but like then that person's like fucking over this person over here that's connected to the first person. It's crazy. Like everyone's just fucking each other over. Just everyone, stop it. Just calm down. You also got Bradley Cooper's perm in here. It's pretty nice, and you get Jennifer Lawrence's porn look. I'm okay with that. And Jeremy Renner's in there. So, you know, it's not like the best movie. It's directed by David O. Russell, who did Silver Linings Playbook and The Fighter. It's kind of like his resurgence, if you will. He's done movies in the past, but like these are the three that like have elevated him in a way. So, yeah, David O. Russell, American Hustle. It's not like I said the best thing in the world, but I mean it's really entertaining. So American Hustle, there you go. I don't think I've seen it yet. I bought it and I haven't touched it yet. That shows you how much I care. All right, so next one is one of my favorites of 2013, The Spectacular Now, starring Miles Teller and Shailene Woodley, and it's just a really good like coming of age film, good teen romance movie. You got Miles Teller, who's kind of like the party animal, and then like you have Shailene Woodley, who's like the bookworm, and they just kind of hook up, and it's just a teen romance movie. But what I like about it is it's well written, it's well acted, and it's actually like a really good depiction of like a high school romance. So I really appreciate that, and them not like really Hollywoodizing it too much. Hollywoodizing, that's a word now. Hashtag Hollywoodizing. Sounds like a torture method. So Spectacular Now, one of my favorites from 2013. It's directed by the guys that did 500 Days of Summer. Right, got a pretty cool case, pretty cool disc. It's just, I can't really say any more about it. It's just a really damn good movie. And I think, yeah, it was my #1 favorite of 2013. So Spectacular Now, check it out. Good teen romance. Next one, also starring Miles Teller, my favorite film of 2014. So Miles Teller, twice in a row, baby. Is he going to hit it this year? Probably not. Is Whiplash, with also J.K. Simmons. You know, if you give a retarded calculator, he's gonna fuck it, hump it, whatever the line was. Anyways, this is a fantastic film. You want to watch a movie that creates tension that's not supposed to create tension because it's like all drama-based and stuff? This is your fucking movie. Like, J.K. Simmons is incredible. He won the Oscar for a reason, Best Supporting Actor, so it's amazing. Miles Teller plays a drummer. He goes through this school. J.K. Simmons is his instructor. And, you know, it's like a really intense movie of a teacher and his student. And it's just back and forth. And the end of this movie is one of the best climaxes of a movie in a very long time that I've seen. So this is just an intense movie, guys. It's really great filmmaking, really on-the-spot editing, really great acting. This is a fast-paced, tense movie. When it shouldn't be, but it definitely is. It's Whiplash. Check it out. Next one is Gone Girl, starring Penis Ben Affleck and Rosamund Pike, crazy bitch. This Blu-ray is kind of cool. It came with The Amazing Amy Tattletale book. It was it's one of the characters in the movie associated with Rosamund Pike and stuff. And so this film is incredible, first off. But if you watch any David Fincher movie, which he directs this, by the way, all the Blu-rays look great. They look super gorgeous. It's actually the only David Fincher movie I have on Blu-ray. All my other David Fincher movies are down there on DVD. I know, I'm slacking. But this one's fantastic. It's got nice, deep, rich colors. You know, it's about a husband looking for his wife, and you know, everyone's accusing Ben Affleck that he did it. And it's like there might be some more stuff to it. Don't want to spoil anything. You know, bobble in my head and shit. But yeah, Neil Patrick Harris is in this. Tyler Perry, good supporting role. But yeah, this one comes with the book, like I said. So I haven't read it yet, but I love Gone Girl on Blu-ray. It looks fantastic. Great murder mystery. Next one, Birdman. Caca, motherfucker. This one's kind of cool. It's kind of nice little cool case. There's Michael Batman Keaton right there with a pedophile behind him in a bird suit. So this one's really cool. I really like it because it's got a red case and everything, so it stands out amongst my Blu-rays because it's fucking red. Yeah, this one's really good. It's a really good movie about a washed-up actor trying to reclaim his fame with like a Broadway play and shit. So it's all shot in one take, so it's got that fluidity to it and everything. But this one's definitely a good one. Just a good movie in general, but it's definitely good on Blu-ray because it looks really crisp and clean. So yeah, check it out, Birdman. Won Best Picture of last year. Next one is Nightcrawler with Jake Bug-Eyed Gyllenhaal. I mean, he's a creepy motherfucker in this, I'll tell you that. Anyways, he plays a guy who's just kind of looking through ways to make money in life, and so he comes across basically filming scenes for news stations to where if he films it, you know, kind of rogue-wise, then he could sell it to a news station or whatever, and he basically creates a business out of it. It's shot really well. This is a good-looking Blu-ray. It's shot in the nights of LA and stuff, so it's got this really cool gold tint to it, but it's also filmed really well. So, and Jake Gyllenhaal's performance, oh dear God, is it fucking awesome. And he was snubbed out of a nomination for an Oscar. What the hell, Academy? Get your shit together. Anyways, this is a great movie for its performance, for its cinematography. Oh yeah, it's some good shit. Please check out Nightcrawler, especially if you're a Gyllenhaal fan like I am. Next movie is Boyhood, with a young boy spreading across someone's yard. That's nice. So this one is written and directed by Richard Linklater, and he has done plenty of movies that I could name. Like I know I'm sounding really smart right now. Don't worry, I'm doing this live, so it's kind of hard. Dazed and Confused. There we go. That's the movie I was thinking of. That was the first exposure I've had of Richard Linklater, and that was a great coming of age tale about weed and Matthew McConaughey picking up women. As Agadil, do they stay the same age? Anyways, this one is 12 years in the making. It follows a little boy, boom, and he grows into an adult. Boom, there it is. So this is a 12-year-long movie snapped into a 3-hour package. I really like it a lot. I know a lot of people don't like it. Nick Yakabuchi, you crazy fuck, you don't like this? Wait, what's wrong? Come on. No, I thought it was a really good story. Very, very relatable because everyone's gone through this and stuff. Everyone can kind of go through the pains of growing up and then leaving a house and stuff. So I thought this was really well done, really well acted. I love Ethan Hawke. Patricia Arquette won the Best Supporting Actress Oscar. So there you go. Pretty good one on Blu-ray. Next one. This one was meant to be on Blu-ray, which is pretty much everything Wes Anderson, The Grand Budapest Hotel. This is a very quirky movie. It's hard to describe. It's basically just focusing on this hotel right here, Grand Budapest. And there's like a murder mystery and stuff. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Because like I said, I don't want to spoil anything. I don't spoil shit in my videos. So this one is beautiful on Blu-ray. If you watch any Wes Anderson movie, his color palette and his art direction in movies are ridiculous. Like, they're so eye-popping, so engaging. It's just visual eye candy porn just feasting into your mind. So Grand Budapest Hotel, this is a great one to look at. It's beautiful cinematography and art direction and stuff, so, and costumes for that matter. So please check it out, especially if you're a Wes Anderson fan. If you're not, give this one a shot, because I think this is one of his best ones. And I'm a huge fan of most of his movies, but as for someone that is not a fan of his movies or something, give this one a shot. I think you'll really like it. So Grand Budapest. Next one, I'm going to do a twofer. Got The Interview, and This Is the End. These are both written and directed, This Is the End is written and directed by Evan Goldberg and Seth Rogen. This one is directed by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, but written by Dan Sterling. Who the fuck are you? No one cares. All right, so anyways, these two movies on Blu-ray, they look great. My rule is, I should have said this before I started the video, I usually don't get comedies on Blu-ray because they're fucking comedies. You get like action movies or horror films because they will look richer on Blu-ray. They will look better cinematography-wise. These are comedies. They tell dick and fart jokes. Like you don't need good picture quality. But I will say that both these movies have plenty of action in them, to where they look kind of good. So I mean, it's not like a huge, I guess, loss for me that I have it on Blu-ray. But I mean, it is nice. But This The End is definitely better of the two. It was my favorite comedy of 2013. It's so fucking funny. All these guys, Seth Rogen, James Franco, Danny McBride, Craig Robinson, and Jay Baruchel, they all play themselves, and the apocalypse is coming. That's it, and they just try to survive. So, no, this is by far one of the funniest movies of the 2010s so far, and I said this as soon as I walked out of the theater, and I guarantee it, this will become a comedy classic. Mark my words on it. It's only been a couple years, but give it like a few more. This will be definitely one to talk about. And The Interview is one of the most controversial movies of last year for stupid reasons, but it's really not that bad. It's just, I think it's a funny comedy, but it's definitely not as funny as This The End. It's very enjoyable, and I'm really glad that they finally released it, because this was a part of the whole Sony hack thing where people blamed on North Korea for them hacking into the Sony accounts or whatever. So it's like, no, they didn't fucking hack into it. You're just idiots, and you're blaming North Korea for it because this is about North Korea. Just stupid. No, but it's a funny movie. You know, James Franco plays like a news or a TV host, if you will. Seth Rogen's his producer. They go interview Kim Jong-un. Comedy ensues. It's pretty good. Definitely This Is the End is funnier. So the next one is one of my only of two steelbooks. Oh, just feel it. Oh, it's cold. Yeah, I guess the air conditioning is on. But X-Men Days of Future Past. Great looking steelbook. I love steelbooks whenever I can fucking find them. This is a really cool one. You got Sentinel on the back with that fucking stance. I'm gonna tear your shit up. That's right. I'll beat your ass. All right. And then on the cover you have Mystique, and you have Hugh Jackman looking all blue and badass. So yeah, it's just a really nice steelbook. It's got really smooth and everything. That was sexual. So anyways, if you open it up, got this really cool like inside. So on the disc you have both of the Xaviers, and then you have, you know, just the whole cast right there. It looks cool. But I'm a huge X-Men fan. I'm a huge comic book fan in general. But X-Men's been one of my favorite franchises, and this is my favorite one of the franchise. Besides, oh shit, I don't know, man. It's between this and X2, but this one's definitely, if not one of the best, the best. And this looks great on Blu-ray. It's super colorful, especially when they go back into the 70s. It looks really good. So really cool steelbook. If you're a fan of steelbooks, please get this one. So yeah, it's fucking badass. And my other steelbook is probably one of the most controversial movies on this entire list, but that's okay, because I'm gonna have my stance on it. But take all you haters down. That'll probably be one of the last ones. That way, I just entice you to sit through the whole thing. So the next one, Django Unchained, starring Jamie Foxx as a serial killer, and Christoph Waltz as a guy with a huge tooth on his wagon. And of course, Leonardo DiCaprio, who bloodied his hands and put his AIDS-infected blood all over Kerry Washington's face. I'm kidding. He does not have AIDS. That'd be really fucked up if he did, though. But anyways, this is the latest film from Quentin Tarantino, and you know, it's a Western. It's super bloody. It's got Quentin Tarantino's mark all over it. It's got witty dialogue. It just looks really beautiful on Blu-ray, because I'm a fan of westerns and stuff, and like this just looks so good on Blu-ray. So yeah, that's all I can say about it. If you're a fan of Quentin Tarantino, you'll love this. If you're not a fan of him, what are you doing here? And you'll probably never see this. So this next one is a western, so I cannot wait to see what that looks like. So the next one is Argo, starring Batfleck. He also did he write this? Did he co-write it? He did not. Chris Terrio wrote it. Once again, I'm doing this live. Anyways, Ben Affleck directs it. This is his junior effort. His first movie he directed was Gone Baby Gone. Second one was The Town, which was my favorite out of the three. And then this one, this follows the real-life case of the Argo trials, where basically Ben Affleck goes to where's it at? Oh, I forgot. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Once again, live. Anyways, he goes to try to get some U.S. Prisoners out, and so they fake this like movie called Argo, and like they go to this specific country and shoot the movie, but in reality it's like a heist film. They're stealing people, well, not stealing people, they're taking back people. So think of it that way. It's really cool, like just a nice little thriller. It's a nice little, thriller. There's really nothing more to say. It's just a cool little thriller. So Argo on Blu-ray looks pretty good. The next one is The Muppets, starring my boy Jason Segel and Amy Adams, and it looks like they're in a ball pit of fuzz. I'm not going to call child services or anything, but it looks like there's two adults in a ball pit somewhere. All right, so The Muppets, this is a really good one on Blu-ray. You get all the Muppets, they look all good in color and stuff. Basically, it's just a Muppet movie. The Muppet Studio is closing down. They have to go fix it. So they're going to kind of rebrand their show and make it popular again so they can get the money back to keep their studio open. There's musicals in it. It looks good on Blu-ray. You got kids, your kids will fucking like it. I guess I'm a kid because I like it. So the next one, one of my favorite movies growing up, still is, because apparently I'm not grown up yet. That since been doing since. Anyways, it's one of my favorite movies as a kid. That would be The Sandlot. The Great Bambino. Forever. If you've seen the movie, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyways, this is the 20th anniversary Sandlot. There's the slipcover. Let me get the reflection off. There's the case. It's pretty cool. I got it like at a Black Friday sale, I believe. And it was like $7 or something like that. It came with like a deck of cards. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, this is a great baseball movie about kids in a sandlot. They lose their ball over the fence after someone hits a home run. I think Smalls hits the home run or whatever. So they have to go retrieve it. There's like a big ass dog on the other side, and Darth Vader is the father and everything. So yeah, this is a good classic, good baseball movie. If you like baseball, this is your movie. So next one, I popped a boner twice while watching this movie. One, because ScarJo gets naked in it, and two, because it's a good fucking movie. And as a film lover, I loved it a lot. That's Under the Skin, starring Scarlett Johansson. She plays an alien. She comes to Earth. She harvests our bodies. She wants to harvest ScarJo. You want to harvest my body? Go ahead. Just come over here and harvest my dick, my body. Harvest my body. Anyways, so, it's directed by Jonathan Glazer. This is a well-shot movie. It's really deep in emotion. It's really disturbing on like the human race and stuff, and like what we do as humans, and like it's really at the core of it, like what it means to be human, and like just how we act and all of our emotions and stuff. And it's a great performance by ScarJo. Like this is a really good movie. I'm only slightly joking because she does get fully nude, which is a plus. But this is also a really good movie. It's a very slow art house movie, so I'm warning you right now, but this is a good one. Especially with its cinematography, great on Blu-ray. So the next one, which is fantastic on Blu-ray, Evil Dead, produced by the one and only creator of The Evil Dead, Sam Raimi. And it's directed by Fede Alvarez. I'm sure that's somewhere in Spain. All right. So basically, kids go to a cabin. They possess one of the kids in the cabin, and shit goes down. I mean, that's basically it. But I'm a huge fan of the original trilogy. This, mark my words, is better than the original. Why? Because the acting is not like great, just like the first one was. But the thing that I like about this one more is because it's shot on a low budget, but it's filmed with such great color palette and great cinematography. It's just so rich. It's such a rich looking horror film. Like it's beautiful to look at, and like I love the sound design in it. It's really good on Blu-ray. It's just a really good horror film. It's violent as fuck. Most gallons of blood ever used on a movie set. I think it was like 50,000 gallons. Wow, that's a lot of corn syrup. Anyways, it's a really violent horror film, but if you're into horror films, please check this one out. It's a really good remake, reboot, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So next one. My name is Jordan Belfort, and at age 27, I made $47 million, which really pissed me off because it was $3 shy of $1 million a week. That's right. It's Martin Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street. Thanks, Paramount. Thanks for the creative slipcover and the DVD. Anyways, movie. Hookers, blow, F-bombs, Wall Street. Martin Scorsese. Leonardo DiCaprio. That's all I need to say. But no, he plays Jordan Belfort, the most notorious guy in Wall Street, basically, where he cons people out of their money, and it's basically an excessive movie over money, power, and fame, and everything. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, we get our introduction to she anywhere on here? Ooh, yeah, yeah. We get our introduction to Margot Robbie. She will be my wife one day. Anyways, she's really hot in this movie. No, she actually does a really good performance for her first time in a mainstream movie. And she gets fully nude. So it's a nice plus. But anyways, Leonardo DiCaprio gives one of the best performances of his career. He should have won the Oscar that year. He really should have, because he was nominated. So was Jonah Hill, who also does a really good job. I loved him so much in this movie. I really wish he would have won. Matthew McConaughey is in this, and basically imagine like a person from Texas, which is me, talk about blow. So it's like, I don't know how that would go. It'd be like, so the cocaine is kind of like your speed. You know, you take your cocaine, you shove it up your dick hole, and then you make some money on Wall Street. I mean, that's a terrible impression, but you get it. Like, it's just really funny to hear him talk about cocaine. But yeah, Matthew McConaughey's in there for like 10 minutes. But yeah, Wolf of Wall Street, man, it's fucking awesome. So it's a really long movie. It's like 3 hours long, but I think it's so engaging that you won't even tell it's 3 hours. So there you go. Another movie that's really good looking on Blu-ray is Prisoners, starring Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal, Viola Davis, Maria Bello, Terrence Howard, Melissa Leo, and my favorite underrated actor, Paul Dano. Anyways, this is a kidnapping story. Hugh Jackman's kids get kidnapped. He's got to go look for them. That's it. The one thing that's really great about this on Blu-ray, it's shot by Roger Deakins. This guy is an amazing cinematographer. Skyfall, Unbroken, No Country for Old Men. Like, he is such a rich cinematographer. Like, his shots are so particular. He doesn't like just arrive on set and just like, all right, just point the camera that way and we'll film something. No. This is not a Michael Bay movie. Roger Deakins, he takes care of his movies visually. Like, he really does. And so it's a beautiful looking movie. The performances are out of this world. It's just a well-directed movie from Denis Villeneuve. Oh, did I get that right? Probably not. Anyways, he's the director of Enemy. This one, he's also going to do the Blade Runner sequel. So, as the first movie to like introduce yourself in front of a wider audience, this is a good one. And it was nominated for Best Cinematography, and I think that was it. I forgot who won, but if they didn't win, this would be a close second for Best Cinematography. So there you go. Next one, Mud, starring Matthew, all right, McConaughey. And basically, he finds these couple boys on an island somewhere. Probably thinking to yourself, this is beginning to a porno. It's not. Anyways, he finds these two boys or whatever, and they kind of go on this adventure or whatever. Just kind of find out more about Matthew McConaughey's character and everything. I really like it. It was one of my favorites of 2013 for sure. The little boy, there's his name, Ty Sheridan. Yeah, I get to interview that kid for the movie Joe, and it's really cool because now he's going to be the new Cyclops and X-Men Apocalypse. So it's like, out of all the celebrities I've interviewed and met, he's one of the biggest ones. So Ty Sheridan's a great actor. He's the main young kid in this. He kills in this movie. But this is mainly McConaughey's movie. Great movie. It's a nice little, kind of reminded me like Stand By Me. Yeah, I mean, that's the best way to describe it, so Stand By Me. All right, next movie looks gorgeous on Blu-ray. That'd be The Life of Pi. Yep, it's about a young boy and his love for a tiger. And I guess in the really graphic porno territories. But what are you going to do? If you want to make love to a tiger, go for it. I just don't want to fucking know about it. So, all right. So Life of Pi looks gorgeous on Blu-ray. It's directed by Ang Lee, who is not my uncle. And basically, like, Pi is his name, right? Yeah, Pi Patel. He's the kid. They go on this adventure or whatever to go to the U.S. or whatever, and the ship, wrecks or whatever. There's a bunch of animals on board. The tiger comes on. Yeah, that's his name, Richard Parker. Richard Parker the tiger. I'll let you watch the movie to find out how he got a human name like that, because Richard Parker sounds like your next door neighbor. But it's gorgeous to look at. The visuals are out of this world. It's just a great survival movie. I really liked it a lot, and it won Best Visuals and Best Director for sure. I'm kind of blanking because, once again, this is live. I kind of just have to do stuff at the top of my head. So, yeah, this is a really good one. If you like kind of survival movies, it's really dark for a kid's movie. But, I mean, if you have kids, sure, go for it. Just, they might cry a little bit like I did. Okay, anyways, great looking movie on Blu-ray. Please check it out. All right, so next one I have not seen. I bought it from a guy, and kind of just I'll watch it later. Anyways, Leon the Professional, starring Natalie Portman and oh god, I always forget his name. Reno, yeah, Jean Reno. I probably butchered the fuck out of that. Gary Oldman's also in this. It's actually written and directed by the guy that did Taken, Luc Besson. From what I can gather, this is really tough because I haven't seen it. He's a hitman. Natalie Portman's like 12 years old. She comes along and kills people. That's basically it. But I'll check it out eventually. But I bought it as a blind buy because I bought like a bunch of Blu-rays from a bunch of movies in general from this guy who's like selling them or whatever. So I picked this one up and I'll watch it eventually. Next one is American History X. Speaking of that pile I bought from, this was one of them. And I watched it for the very first time when I bought this because I'd never seen it, but I heard good things. So I bought it because I heard good things, watched it, was impressed as fuck. This is a great movie. Edward Norton kills it. He basically plays a neo-Nazi, and we just kind of follow him as he gets into more racial things, and then he goes to jail and he kind of learns that like that's not how you're supposed to do it and stuff. And then he has a younger brother. It's just a really powerful movie about race and just the way we perceive other races and how we can change our mindsets and stuff. Check this one out. It's brutal as fuck, but I think you'll enjoy it, especially if you're a film lover, because Edward Norton kills it in this movie. So good. The next one is from one of my favorite directors, The Master, starring Joaquin motherfucking Phoenix, Philip Seymour Hoffman, rest in peace, sir, and of course Amy Adams. There's a lot of Amy Adams in this video. What does that say about me? I mean, I like her. She's good. So anyways, this is this was really hard to do. I'm gonna go ahead and just say Scientology, basically, Joaquin Phoenix is like a lost soul. He gets picked up by Philip Seymour Hoffman, and then he basically brainwashes him into this not religious thing, but kind of like a cult, if you will. Paul Thomas Anderson, the writer and director of this, he basically said that this was not about Scientology. I'm pretty sure you're lying because it is. So anyways, it's basically like someone being brainwashed by someone of a higher power. But the reason why you get this one on Blu-ray, it's beautifully shot. Let me look up the director of photography. I cannot pronounce. Mahaya Mala-Emera Jr. I have a feeling someone's going to snipe me because I said that wrong. Anyways, this is a great looking movie. The cinematography is gorgeous. But if you are a PTA fan, Paul Thomas Anderson, all those movies look great. So this is a really visually good movie. The acting is incredible. You want to see a movie and you are an aspiring actor or whatever, and you want to watch a movie to like really get under your skin and be like, I want to fucking learn from actors, this is your one. Joaquin Phoenix should have won the Academy Award that year. Unfortunately, he was going up against Daniel Day-Lewis for Lincoln. What are you going to do? You're going to lose to a great. But Joaquin Phoenix is one of the best. Kills in this role. So is Philip Seymour Hoffman. Yeah, he went away too soon. Anyways, next one, another PTA movie, Magnolia. And this is a 3-hour-long drama. It's PTA's epic, if you will. The best way to describe this is that there's a bunch of different characters, a bunch of different stories, and they all converge and they all tie in one way, shape, or form. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. I don't know what that was, but I got my exercise for the day. There's a lot of actors in this. We got Tom Cruise, who gives one of the best performances of his career, and he was actually nominated for Best Supporting Actor. Did not win, though. We have Robert Duvall, John C. Reilly, Philip Seymour Hoffman again, Julianne Moore, William H. Macy, a bunch of PTA regulars. PTA really likes to use the same actors. I ain't complaining. He picks some damn good actors. So basically, like I said, it's just a bunch of people all colliding their stories and stuff. But once again, PTA, who's the director for Robert Elswit? He's also a really well-known DP. I can't think of any movies right now, but I know that name. So it's shot really well. Great movie on Blu-ray. But if I had to choose one, The Master's better looking visually, but this is still a damn good movie. Please check it out, Magnolia. Next one is The Iceman, starring Michael fucking Shannon. This guy is that guy right there. He's one of the best actors working today. Michael Shannon. Please tell me you heard of him. Like, this guy is fucking amazing. Like, he kills it in everything he does. This one is about, I'm reading it right here and I'm blanking. The real killer, Richard Kuklinski. And, this is the guy that, like, murdered a bunch of people. And when he finally went to jail or whatever for all of his crimes, basically he had no remorse. He had no emotion. He was just very cold. And he was like, yeah, I kill people. Like, so he was like a cold human being and stuff. So this movie's great. I really like it. Winona Ryder's in it. Chris Evans, Captain America. He plays a small bit role, but yeah, Michael Shannon plays Kuklinski, the killer. It's amazing. He's amazing in this movie. I was really surprised when I saw this. It's just a really good kind of biopic. I would highly recommend it, especially if you're a fan of Michael Shannon or the story of Richard Kuklinski. I haven't done much research on him, but as far as I can tell, this movie did a pretty good job kind of chronicling when he started out and like how he got a family and how he got caught and stuff. So I really enjoy it. I mean, that's all I can say. The next one is Disconnect, starring Jason Bateman and what's his name? Oh yeah, Alexander Skarsgård. Like a fucking old pelican, like a retired pelican. Skarsgård. Anyways, this movie is I guess think of it like Magnolia, where it's like a bunch of people, bunch of stories, and they all collide. They all have something in common. And this common thing is like technology. So, I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. But I think it's a pretty good little drama. I always like Jason Bateman as a comedy actor, but he's actually really good as a dramatic actor as well. So, I mean, it's a nice little thriller, and it's got a really good climax from what I remember. I haven't seen it in a while, but it's also another well shot movie, so it does look good on Blu-ray. So go at your own caution, I guess. It's not the best movie in the world, but I still like it. Next one. Oh, I'm gonna go as a double header on these. It sounded gross. It sounded like the start to a porno. These two movies are probably a part of the category of most underrated modern horror films. Now, side note, I saw the third one. It was shit. But these two are great. The second one is better than the first. And even the first one is damn good. So what am I talking about? VHS and VHS 2. Essentially, both these movies, they focus on short films. So the first one, it's a group of kids that go to this house and they investigate and they play a bunch of VHS tapes, and each one of them pops up and it's like a scary story. Really creepy. There's 5 stories. I like story 1 and 5. This one, I actually like all the stories. Like, they're all really fucking creepy. Basically, same premise. They go to a house and they play a bunch of VHS tapes, and I'm fucking blanking. Anyways, they see all the short films or whatever. This one's really creepy. I really love the sequel. I don't understand why no one's talking about these movies. They're so underrated. They're really creepy, atmospheric, tension-filled horror films, and no one talks about them. Maybe because the third one was horse dump and it like dumped on the entire franchise. I'm sorry. I know the third one disappointed you and made you look like shit, but I know you aren't. But your third one is. Anyways, VHS 1 and 2, if you're a fan of horror movies, check them out. Buy them. That's the thing. I saw both of these for free on Netflix. I paid for Netflix. Then I bought them on Blu-ray. That's how much I like them. That's probably a better statement for these movies, is that I saw them for free on Netflix, then I bought them. So don't watch the third one, though. That one can suck a dick. All right, so the next one is one of my favorite horror comedies in the past, since Shaun of the Dead. That'd be Cabin in the Woods, written and directed by Joss Whedon. You know, the guy that directed the Avengers. You know, that little fucking movie. And then Drew Goddard, who also he directed. What did he direct? Was it Cloverfield? Oh fuck! I'm looking like an idiot right now. I think it was Cloverfield. But that might have been Matt Reeves. So what the fuck did Drew Goddard direct? I forgot. Anyways, this is a really cool movie. I don't want to spoil anything, because the joy about this movie is going in blind. Bunch of kids that they go to a cabin in the woods. Yeah, it's really fucking original. But it is. You're laughing at me, but the kids go to a cabin. They discover stuff. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Looks great on Blu-ray. Great movie. Please check it out. I just really want you to go in this blind. This is the tits. This is the real deal. So please just go in blind. Cabin in the Woods. Great horror comedy. Next one is a giant tidal wave. No. It's 2012. You know, when I got a Blu-ray player for the first time, I was like, well, I should probably get some Blu-rays to kind of just start my collection. This was one of the first ones. I have a guilty pleasure. I have many guilty pleasures. This is one of them. The reason why I got this on Blu-ray is because it's good looking. It's a good looking movie. And so it's a pretty outrageous garbage movie, but the visuals are so good on Blu-ray. That's why I would recommend you see it. If you like disaster porn, you like those disaster movies, this is not a bad one. It's just the dialogue is atrocious and the story's kind of whack, but it looks great on Blu-ray. So that's the reason why I got this, is because the visuals. So 2012, disaster porn. So the next one, The Curse of Chucky. I don't know if you guys can see. Where are they at? Oh, there they are. My shoulder was covering it. I got Child's Play 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is the 6th one. Huge Chucky fan. I think they're hilarious. Pretty much from number 4 on. So the last three have been nothing but like a horror comedy, and they've been more on the comedic side, which you should, because it's a fucking doll. Of course it should be a horror comedy. This one is another cheesy Chucky movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, I bought this out of a blind buy because I'm a huge Chucky fan. So, yeah, if you're a fan of Chucky, buy it. If you're not, don't. But it looks great. It's set in like a really creepy house, so it looks good on Blu-ray. But Curse of Chucky, out of the whole collection, sue me. Look at that. Just to piss you off if you hate it. Look at that. Look at that shit. I'm getting way too turned on right now. So there are my Chucky movies. Next one, Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues. I remember when I saw this in theaters and my face was hurting. Like, I was literally laughing probably way harder than most people did this movie, because a lot of people did not. You guys hear that? That was a fucking plane. I live near an airport. Anyways, it's not as good as the first one, but I really enjoyed the sequel. So if you like the first one, give this one a shot. You may not like it as much as the sequel, but this one is still a funny-ass movie. And like I said, my rule on comedies is that I don't get them on Blu-ray. This was on sale, so picture quality doesn't really fucking matter to me. But the movie's, it's pretty good. It's really funny. I would still highly suggest it. So Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues. Next one, Bad Grandpa. I got this one on sale too, and it's basically Johnny Knoxville in an old suit abusing a little kid. It's basically because a lot of people are getting this confused because like it is from the producers of Jackass and stuff. They do have Jackass-esque pranks in this movie, but there's more of a story or a loosely based story in there somewhere. So it's a story mixed in with Jackass pranks. So kind of a unique combination, and some of the pranks are really funny and stuff. So, I mean, if you like Jackass or Johnny Knoxville, I'd check it out. So the next one of my favorites, was it 2012 or 2013? I fucking forgot. Anyways, Her. This is a fantastic fucking movie. One of the best romantic modern movies, period. Basically, Joaquin Phoenix, great actor, like I said, for The Master. He plays a guy, girlfriend dumped him or whatever, and he gets an OS system, an operating system, and it's voiced by Scarlett Johansson, and they basically have a relationship. It's a really beautiful look on, just how we fall in love with our technology and stuff, and it's just a really good romantic movie, and it actually applies to today with all the addictive technology shit that we have going on. I mean, fuck, I'm filming this on my camera. I got a microphone, so I'm addicted to technology too. Anyway, Scarlett Johansson voices Samantha, and I have never walked out of a movie saying a voiceover actress in a movie, like a performance, was better than Joaquin Phoenix. Scarlett Johansson was amazing in this movie. She does a really good job playing an OS system. It's really emotional. It gets you right to the human core. It's just, it's good stuff. It's directed by Spike Jonze, who also did Where the Wild Things Are. It's a good looking movie. This is a really good movie, color palette wise. It's well shot. So this one looks really great on Blu-ray, and it's a great romantic movie. One of my favorite lines, let me see if I can remember it, was like, I wanted to love you, and then like she's like, you already did, or like I can't, or whatever. I forgot what the line was. Like I said, once again, I'm doing this live, so I'm trying to do everything on top of my head. It's just a really good romance movie. Great on Blu-ray. Please check it out. So next one, Everything Is Awesome. All right, so this movie, did they write it? They did write it. So it's written and directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who brought us to 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, Class for Chance of Meatballs. Now this Awesome Jim. This is a fantastic movie. Kids will like it. Adults will like it. It's just an all-around good movie that anyone can enjoy. We follow, a little Lego person named Emmett, and he's the one. He's the chosen one. And they go on an adventure. That's all I'll say. But it's a really well shot, well directed, well written. It's just funny as hell. Got a lot of good emotion to it. Like I said, your kids will definitely love this. It just looks great on Blu-ray. It's animated to look like stop motion, make it look like, you know, they actually move the Lego pieces, but no, it's all animated. So this is just right there. It's fucking awesome. So if you have not seen the Lego movie, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Should have been nominated for Best Animated Picture at the Oscars. But this is a great one on Blu-ray. Great movie. The next one, Saving Mr. Banks. Anyways, Mr. Tommy Hanks and Emma Thompson have the shadows of Disney characters, which is weird. It's not even anything about Disney. Kidding. Tom Hanks plays Walt Disney, and Emma Thompson plays P.L. Travers, the author of the Mary Poppins novel. There we go. And this basically chronicles of when they tried to make Mary Poppins into a movie and how it was really difficult to get P.L. Travers to sign the consent form to do whatever the hell they want with it. It's a really good movie. It's really good emotional movie. I thought it was one of the better live action Disney movies in a long time. My favorite performance was actually not either one of these guys. It was actually Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell, right? Yes, Colin Farrell. I'm sorry, guys. What the? Is there a chat box somewhere? You know what's really funny is, like, I've been doing these things live. You were the first person to ever ask anything, Jesse. So I'm assuming down below my face is where the chat box is. Like, I honestly don't know. Like, your question popped up, so I guess wherever you did that one, that's where they go. So that's the best I can answer. So anyways, Saving Mr. Banks is a really good live action Disney movie. I really enjoyed it. But Colin Farrell, dear God, he delivered a really good performance. So I would highly suggest check this one out. It's just it's really good. I suggest it. So the next one on the list, which is primo stuff for Blu-ray, Gravity. This thing is amazing on Blu-ray. Like, the visuals are so gorgeous. Sandra Bullock, George Clooney get lost in space. That's all I need to tell you. And it's a survival movie. It's a nice survival movie, and the visuals are so fucking good. Dear Lord. So if you're just curious about this movie, please watch it for the visuals. It's just that good. It was definitely one of the best theater experiences I've ever had. Yeah, I took my ex-girlfriend to it. So that wasn't the good part because she's my ex-girlfriend and I hate her. But yeah, no, it was a really good movie, just experience in the theater. It was that good. So all right. Sorry. I have no idea how Google Hangout works, even though I do things live all the time. I don't know how, like, all the questions and shit work. It's just it's ridiculous. Technology. Sometimes it fucking sucks. Anyways, Drive is my next one with Ryan Gosling. It's did you write it too? No, he did not. Directed by Nicholas Winding Refn, and he also did another one. I got it right down there. Basically, Ryan Gosling plays a stuntman driver, and he gets into some serious shit with Albert Brooks, who plays a very creepy version of his fish character from Finding Nemo. Not really, but it is really creepy to watch Finding Nemo now, to hear that voice coming out of this, that man, and be like, oh, dear God, he's a villain. But anyways, this is a beautiful looking movie. If you've never seen a Nicholas Winding Refn movie, check this one out, because it's pretty great. It's shot really well. The colors are so rich. The lighting is so good. It's just a good movie. It's a very slow movie. You might be upset with it, but whatever. Fuck it. I'm going to recommend it. This is a great movie, especially if you are a film lover. Please check out Drive. There's like 2 words of dialogue in it, so there you go. Speaking of Nicholas Winding Refn and Ryan Gosling, Only God Forgives. And I'm probably one of only 10 people in America that actually fucking like this movie. Took me a while to like kind of get into it, but after a while, I enjoyed this movie. The more I thought about it, I was like, the story's kind of wonky, but I can kind of get with it. But the way this is shot, the colors, once again, Nicholas Winding Refn knows his fucking colors. It's so beautiful. And what the fuck was that? There's some plastic on my shit. And clean off, I guess. Anyways, it's really good in terms of the visuals. I'll say that. As far as the story goes, people might get pissed. That's probably why you're not going to like this, but I still recommend it. So yeah, Only God Forgives. Weird fucking movie. The next one is a bunch of kids flying in the sky. Hold on. Oh, man. Okay, sorry. Chronicle is basically... Oh, this is the director's cut. I didn't even know this was the director's cut. Shows you how much I fucking know my collection. Anyways, a bunch of kids find this thing in the ground. They get powers and they get superpowers, and it's found footage. So I will suggest this. I'm not like the hugest fan of found footage. I like some of the movies in that genre, but this one is a good one. It's got really nice action. It's written by Max Landis, who's a really good writer, and it's directed by Josh Trank, who's also going to do the Fantastic Four reboot. This is a pretty good one on Blu-ray. If you're into found footage movies or superhero movies, check it out. And that's all I got to say. Pretty good one. Next one, The World's End. This is written by Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright, and it's directed by Edgar Wright. Do you guys fucking hear that? Goddamn helicopters, man. All right, so it's directed by Edgar Wright, and he also directed Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, which also stars Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. This, you know what? I kind of debated on this for a while. I really love Shaun of the Dead. I really love Hot Fuzz. But I think this one's my favorite. Like, I don't know what it is about it. I just had so much fun with it. It was such a fun movie. Basically, it's 5 guys that go on this beer pub crawl, and they try to survive the end of the world. I mean, that's basically it. It's just a fun movie. And if you're a fan of Shaun of the Dead or Hot Fuzz, check it out. You're missing out. It's got some really good visuals in it and really good CGI, which warrants the Blu-ray because it actually looks really good. So check it out because I really liked it. All right, so the next one. It's probably one of the hardest movies to ever sit through. 12 Years a Slave with Chiwetel Ejiofor running on the cover. Where are you running from? Are you okay? What the fuck are you running from? This is supposed to be like a family feel-good movie. No, it's a movie about slavery. Anyways, with that being said, Chiwetel Ejiofor plays a slave, gets traded. He was a free man, but he got roped in, so that's all you know. And it chronicles, 12 years. There you go, 12 Years a Slave. Anyways, this movie is really hard to watch. It's a really dark, depressing movie about slavery. Michael Fassbender's in this, Paul Giamatti, Paul Dano, Brad Pitt, Benedict Cumberbatch, No, I'm just kidding. Benedict Cumberbatch. And Lupita Nyong'o, who also won Best Supporting Actress for this film. Directed by Steve McQueen, who... It's in my collection somewhere, but he directed another Blu-ray I'm going to show. He also directed Hunger. And I really like this movie, and especially on Blu-ray. Dear Lord, I love movies that go back in time, in history and stuff, and we get to see those rich fields and the houses and the costumes and stuff. It just looks really good on Blu-ray, but it is a really dark and depressing movie. And Michael Fassbender, I love you, buddy. I love you so much. You're a great actor, but I wanted to punch you square in the ball sack after watching this movie. You are such a fucking douche. But it shows you how much of a good actor he is. So. 12 Years a Slave looked great on Blu-ray. Very dark and depressing movie. So, anyways, next movie, Nebraska. Ooh, yeah. It's directed by Alexander Payne. He directed The Descents and Sideways. It stars Bruce Dern, Will Forte, June Squibb, and Bob Odenkirk. Bruce Dern plays this guy who thinks he won the lottery. He takes his son Will Forte on this journey. And what I really like about it is what you see on the cover. The movie's shot in black and white. Black and white movies look pretty damn good on Blu-ray. That's all I gotta say. So it's more of a family bonding movie. That's all I'll say about it. And it just looks really great on Blu-ray. Like I said, it's just black and white movies, man. Those shadows, those colors, and colors, I mean black and white and how they're balanced with each other. It just looks good. So there you go, Nebraska. Next one, Beetlejuice. What's the line? Fuck. I blanked. And once again, I hate doing these things live because sometimes I blank and shit. What's the line that Michael Keaton says when he like honks his dick? He's like, "Nice fucking army" or something. I forgot. But anyways, it is Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton. It's directed by Timmy Burton. Anyways, this movie looks really great on Blu-ray. I gotta say, because this is when did it come out? Hold it there, 1988, 2 years before I was born. And when I watched this as a kid, that was a fucking mistake because this creeped the fuck out of me. And, Beetlejuice plays this, dead person. He can communicate with the dead and living. A couple played by Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin. They go into said house, they die and stuff, and everyone comes in. It's a really creepy movie, and it still holds up. I watched this a while back on Blu-ray, and I was like, wow, this actually, I still get creeped out by it. It's still kind of weird and kooky, and I like it. Beetlejuice, classic. Michael Keaton looks like something that like crawls out of a toilet and like just sits in a bathtub. He's kind of like your bathroom monster, I guess, covered in feces and poo. Or that's redundant, like feces and mold. All right, so next one, Fast 5. Where's the other one at? Number 6 is in there somewhere. What can I say about these movies? Guilty fucking pleasure, okay? Like Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, rest in peace, sir. Jordana Brewster, Tyrese Gibson, Chris Ludacris Bridges. I mean, I don't know how to describe this. If you're not like a fan of the series, I mean, it's people driving fast cars. This one's more of a heist film, so I will say this is the most different one out of all of them. So it looks great on Blu-ray. I love all the practical stunts and the car crashes and stuff. It looks really great on Blu-ray. Dwayne Johnson's in it. Like I said, if you're a fan of the series, like get the series on Blu-ray. But if you're not a fan of the series, it's a waste of money for you. But I think it looks great on Blu-ray. Fast 5, guilty pleasure. Next one. When I was at the Blockbuster, whatever, I got the 3 movies. My last 3 purchases from Blockbuster. One of them was Pain and Gain. Next one would be Amazing Spider-Man. This is better than the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man. I know. It's kind of weird to talk about. However, the second Spider-Man from Sam Raimi is better than this second one. Because I hated The Amazing Spider-Man 2. But the first one is actually really good. I really like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I can't believe they shit the bed on this entire franchise. But yeah, I really like The Amazing Spider-Man. It's actually a really good reboot. Andrew Garfield kills it. I love Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy. So yeah, pretty good comic book movie. On Blu-ray, it looks really good. So that's all I gotta say. All right, next one. This one was also born to be on Blu-ray. Pacific fucking Rim, man. Oh my, look at that cover. Look at that cover. Oh, it's directed by Guillermo del Toro, aka the Mexican Peter Jackson, and Robots Fighting Monsters, which is probably how the pitch was in the boardroom when they first pitched this movie. So, yeah, Robots Fighting Monsters. The visuals look so good on Blu-ray. The action scenes look really good. It's really colorful, really bright, and it looks really good. The action and the violence and stuff. This is another guilty pleasure. Is it the best acted movie in the world? No. That story? Hell no. Is it damn fun to watch and it like brings out the little kid in you? Yeah, fuck yeah, it does. So Pacific Rim, great looking Blu-ray. Really good visuals, really good monster robot fighting movie. I think you really like it if you like this type of movies. So next one is Pulp Fiction. I got this at was it a Black Friday sale? I think it was. Anyways, this is another Quentin Tarantino movie. It's one of his most popular. John Travolta, talking about a Royale with cheese and Sam Jackson shooting heads in a car. Once again, this is one of those movies where it's like a bunch of different stories happening at once, and they'll kind of connect in some way, shape, or form. That's all I'll really say about it, but the acting's really good. Really great dialogue. It's really snappy. Great looking on Blu-ray, especially if you're a Quentin Tarantino fan. Next one is Wreck-It Ralph. This is the best Disney movie that happened in 2012, and this should have won the fucking Oscar. Why are you winning Oscars, Brave? No! This movie should have fucking won. This was by far, like, the biggest surprise in 2012. I really, 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 really fucking love this movie. It's got so much heart to it. It's got a great story, and it's got the best voice casting I have seen in an animated movie in quite some time. Like, John C. Reilly as this big, burly dude, perfect. We have, what's his name? Oh, no. I forgot it. Fuck. I'm doing this live. Fuck. I think it's Jack McBrayer or whatever. He does the voice of Fix-It Felix. Sarah Silverman plays the little girl, and Jane Lynch plays one of the video game characters. It's basically Wreck-It Ralph is a video game character, and he wants to go explore the video game realm, so he starts game hopping, and he causes chaos. Really great animated film. Your kids will like it. I really loved it. I saw it with my brother that night. We really liked it. So, God, it's a really great movie. Love this one. That one will be a classic for sure. Like, that one will be talked about years down the road. Next one, Perks of Being a Wallflower, a young adult novel adaptation starring Logan Lerman and Emma Watson. Oh, my boo. She's my boo. We're the same age, too. And she looks gorgeous, and I look like a truck driver. Anyways, the other person is Ezra Miller. He's actually playing the Flash, so good job. Anyways, basically Logan Lerman comes into a new town, new school. He starts making friends, and he was kind of the outcast at first, but then these two, kind of bring him into the group, and it's kind of a coming of age story. Looks really great on Blu-ray. It's got some really nice, clean cinematography. It's a really good coming of age film about teenagers and relationships and stuff. I dig it. Next one, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. What's more to say about this? It's the prequel to the Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I do not have the sequel yet, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which looks gorgeous on theaters, so I can't even imagine what the Blu-ray looks like. But the Blu-ray on this looks absolutely incredible. The visuals and the mocap look really, really fucking good. So I really like this one. It's a really, really good prequel. I like the acting. It's really strong. The visuals are incredible. So I really like this one. But Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is better for sure. All right. Oh, what the fuck? I got some dust on my titty. All right. So the next one, The Dark Knight Rises. You're probably wondering, like, why do I keep doing that? Because there's dust on these things. Anyways, this is the third film in the Christopher Nolan trilogy of the same name. You have Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises. I actually have Dark Knight and Batman Begins. They're somewhere, but this is the only one I have on Blu-ray because this was part of, like, when I got a Blu-ray player and I wanted to get some Blu-rays and stuff for my collection. I actually really like this one. It's not as good as The Dark Knight, obviously, or Batman Begins, but it's got its plot problems. But besides plot problems and some of its characters, this is a really enjoyable movie, and it's a really, really good way to end a trilogy. I really like it. So, Dark Knight Rises, it looks really great on Blu-ray. Every Christopher Nolan movie does. Check it out if you're a Batman fan. The next one, probably in the only camp that loves this movie, Prometheus on Blu. I'm gonna flip off all the haters. Prometheus on Blu-ray. Yes, it is a visually stunning movie. I get that. But this movie also has really good philosophy behind it on human life and where we came from and stuff. Yes, some of the acting was hokey and some of the plot points were a little not believable, but for the most part, this is a really good science fiction movie about life and stuff, and it's a prequel to Alien. I really liked it. It looks visually impressive on Blu-ray. This is a really good science fiction movie. So The next one is The Hobbit. The Hobbits. I don't know what that was. Anyways, this is The Desolation of Smaug. I really like this one. It's probably my favorite one out of the three. It really should have been just 2 movies, but, you know, it is what it is. It looks really great. I always loved the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbits and stuff, so, yeah, it's a really good one on Blu-ray. The next one is its predecessor, which is The Hobbit, The Unexpected Journey. Really like this one too, but like I said, Desolation of Smaug was better. And then The Battle of 5 Armies, I don't have it in my Blu-ray collection, but I can tell you right now, there's some problems with it and stuff and everything. I mean, it's great as a trilogy, but it really should have just been 2 movies. But since it is 3 movies, Desolation of Smaug is my favorite one. The next one. Oh no, it's sticking. Oh, gross. It's like peeling back a wet condom. I'll do both of these. I should do them both for The Hobbit. We have the Hunger Games movies. I think this, Harry Potter, and like exceptions like Perks of Being a Wallflower and The Fault in Our Stars, is probably one of among the best young adult novel adaptations I've seen. I really love the Hunger Games movies. They're just great adventure movies, great political thrillers about government and stuff. They're good and they look great on Blu-ray. Like, this is a good franchise. You need to get Mockingjay Part 1. I'm really excited for Mockingjay Part 2, but these are fantastic, especially if you're a fan of the films. Great on Blu-ray. So the next one, and the last one I got from Blockbuster during my hunt or whatever for getting movies as they were closing down. And the third and final one was The King's Speech. Great looking movie. It's directed by Tom Hooper. It's got Colin Firth, who won the Oscar for this. Jeffrey Rush, who actually I saw in person one time. So that was fun. This is a fantastic film about a person of power who has a speech impediment and stuff. He hires this coach and he delivers his speech at the end, stutter free and stuff. It's just a really inspirational movie about people with stutters and stuff and how they can overcome it. It's just a great human story. I really like it, and it's actually shot really well. The cinematography is really rich and deep in color. I love it. Good movie. Hey guys, we're on to our last final stack. All right. The only TV season I have on Blu-ray is The Office Season 7. I actually have the first 6 over there, and I still need to get 8 and 9. The reason why I got this on Blu-ray is because I was at a pawn store, which is a great place to get Blu-rays and DVDs, by the way. I was at a pawn store, and they had this there. I was like, what are the odds that they have one of the only seasons of The Office that I need? I need 7, 8, and 9, and it's 7's there. So I got it. Office is a great show. I don't need to say anymore. Next one is Dumb and Dumber. Whew. This is really hard for me to say. This is my favorite comedy of all time. The sequel, it's one of the worst comedies of all time. I did not like the sequel at all, but this one is one of the funniest movies ever made. Ever put to film is this one. Jim Carrey, Jeff Daniels, they play a couple dumb guys. They go on this road trip. Hilarious. Check this out. Please. For the love of everything that is holy, check this one out. One of my favorite comedies. It's Jim Carrey Gold. Jim Carrey in his prime. Blu-ray doesn't really make a difference, the picture quality and stuff, but it's a really good movie. So check it out. Next one. Ender's Game. Stars Asa Butterworth. It's Asa Butterfield. Harrison Ford, Haley Steinfeld, Viola Davis, Abigail Breslin, and Ben Kingsley. This is another young adult novel adaptation I don't mind. It's a pretty good one, and it leaves on a pretty good cliffhanger. They're never going to make another one of these movies, like another sequel or anything, but it's a pretty decent little fun young adult novel adaptation. It's got a lot of sci-fi elements in it. It's got a lot of visuals, and it looks really good on Blu-ray, so check it out if you like the book. I kind of like the ending to it. Never read the book, but when I saw the ending, I was like, that's pretty fucked up. So the next one, I still haven't even seen it, but I bought it out of a blind buy because I was at a pawn store, and I was like, hey, this is for cheap, but it's A Time to Kill. I remember seeing this a long time ago, on TV, but I haven't seen it since, but it's got Matthew McConaughey, Samuel L. Jackson in it. But I know for a fact when I saw it on TV, I remember liking it. And it's directed by Joel Schumacher, and it's written by Ava Goldsman, which is weird because Joel Schumacher directed Batman and Robin, and I'm pretty sure Ava Goldsman wrote Batman and Robin, and the same team did this movie, which is a pretty good like court drama. So yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely check it out again. But I found this at a pawn store for like $2. Worth it. Next one, Insidious Chapter Dose. I love these movies. I love this whole franchise. I love the third one a lot. I love the first one. I love the second one. A great horror movie has atmosphere, tension, and good lighting. You have those three things. You have a great looking horror movie, a great feeling horror movie. The visuals in this are impressive. I love the way it's lit. I love the colors. I love the cinematography. It looks so gorgeous on Blu-ray. It's a great ghost story. If you love the franchise, I have the first one, but it's on DVD. So, yeah, I love Insidious. All right, next one is Splice. Also got at a pawn store. It's so gross. You see all that white stuff on there? It came like that, pun intended. I looked at the guy at the pawn store. I was like, "What is that?" He's like, "I don't know." Like if you open it up, it's all on the inside too. Ugh. Pretty sure it's jizz. Ugh. Anyways, because I mean, there's a couple sex scenes in here, so it makes sense. But basically, a couple scientists create, a thing, and it starts coming alive and stuff. Starts changing. Stars Adrian Brody, Sarah Polley. They're the two scientists, whoever. It's a really cool little science fiction movie. It's kind of like a sexy, erotic science fiction movie. So it's almost like a sexy, erotic thriller of like a version of Frankenstein. So it's the best way I can describe it. Looks pretty good on Blu-ray. We're almost done, guys. Let me get my stack. All right. That's it. That's all we have. All right. I don't know how long this is going on because I'm doing this live, like I said, and I don't know what the count is. I have an unopened version of Lord of the Rings on Blu-ray. I have the original 3. Oh, there they are. Right there. But I need to get the Two Towers and Return of the King on Blu-ray. My friend Darren got me this for my birthday on Blu-ray, so thank you, sir. It sure looks great on Blu-ray. Haven't opened it yet. So the next one, X-Men Days of Future. Wow! That was like the third movie I did in this entire video, and I fucking almost said that. So X-Men First Class, directed by Matthew Vaughn, stars James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Kevin Bacon, the beautiful January Jones, and basically it's a prequel to X-Men, and it looks great on Blu-ray. I love this one in Days of Future Past. I'm gonna love Apocalypse. It's gonna be a great ass trilogy. This is a great film, especially if you're an X-Men fan. It looks great on Blu-ray. Next one, my second steelbook. My only 2 steelbooks was Days of Future Past and Man of Steel. Open it up. It's pretty bland, but I mean, it's a nice hard case. There's really nothing on the back, but it said the fucking S in the beginning. I'm gonna say this right now. You can stone me if you want. This is the best Superman movie ever made. That's right. I don't like the old versions. I really don't. I don't like the cheesy comedy aspect of it. I don't like the cheesiness. I like dark, serious Superman dealing with his emotions and problems. Sue me. Yeah. And it looks great on Blu-ray. It's directed by Zack Snyder, who did The Watchmen, 300. So he's a really great visual director. This is no different. Love Michael Shannon. This best Superman movie ever made. Hate comments. Come at me, bro. But it looks great on Blu-ray. Visually stunning. So there you go. Oh no, my stack's about to fall over. see how concerned I was? Next one, Fast 6. 6th installment of the Fast and Furious franchise. Fantastic on Blu-ray. Really nothing more to say. Don't worry, guys. I'm trying to fly through them. Star Trek Into Darkness. Really, really great sequel to the 2009 Star Trek, which I have on DVD over there, but it's not on Blu-ray, so I can't show it. But yeah, look at that cool slipcase. Yeah, this is a really great science fiction, like, action movie. Benedict Cumberbatch is Khan. fucking you try to fool us. We knew he was con from the beginning, J.J. Abrams. But anyways, it's a really good movie, good sci-fi action. So there you go. Looks great on Blu-ray with all the visuals. Next one, directed by Steve McQueen. Like I said, he directed 12 Years a Slave, and I told you I had another one in this stack. It'd be Shame. This doesn't really need to be on Blu-ray, to be honest with you, but it is shot well. Basically, Michael Fassbender plays a sex addict. Carey Mulligan plays his sister. That's all I'm going to say. It's NC-17, so it's got some really graphic sex in it, but it's not really graphic. It's more of like devastating for the character in like a beautiful, kind of destructive, depressing way. But I really like this. It's a really good look on sexual addiction and just what it kind of does to someone and stuff. So I really like it, man. It's one of Fassbender's best. Next one on Blu-ray is Looper. One of my favorite movies of 2012. I saw this with my brother, and we both agreed, like, this was a fantastic fucking sci-fi movie. You do not see sci-fi movies like this anymore. With a great-ass story that, like, it's so intriguing, and it's like a really great thriller. It's written and directed by Ryan Johnson, who did Brick, and who's also going to direct Star Wars Episode 8. So, yeah, Bruce Willis plays an older version of Joseph Gordon-Levitt, which doesn't work, you would think. But with all the makeup and the blue contacts, he kind of looks like young Bruce Willis. This is kind of like an impression too. So, yeah, it's a really great science fiction movie about time travel. I would highly suggest this one, especially on Blu-ray. It looks really good. So the next one, Ted. I know you guys are probably yelling at me because I told you my rule is I don't get comedies on Blu-rays. It was on sale. So, yeah, Ted's a funny-ass movie. This and 21 Jump Street were my favorite ones of 2012, and I still can't decide which one was my favorite of that year because they were both great. But Ted, very funny fucking movie. Doesn't need to be on Blu-ray, though. Wow. This whole last stack, Marvel movies. All of them. I have all of them except for Incredible Hulk on Blu-ray, even though I have the Incredible Hulk. It's over there on DVD. Let me go through these real fast. Guardians of the Galaxy. Great looking one on Blu-ray. I really like Guardians of the Galaxy. Fantastic Marvel movie. Captain America Winter Soldier. It's like a spy thriller. Really great looking on Blu-ray. Captain America is my favorite Avenger. Who would have fucking thought? So that looks great. The Dark World, Thor the Dark World. This one's okay. It's a lot better than most people give it credit for. But it's fine. I can't wait to see Thor Ragnarok, though. But this one looks really good on Blu-ray. The story's just so-so, but it still ties in with the whole universe. So, Iron Man 3, I hated it at first, but I come to grow to love it, so I don't hate it. It's fine. It's a fine movie. I just think the trailers were fucking deceptive as shit. Ben Kingsley, fuck. Like, the trailers were so good. The trailers were so good. But the movie, it disappointed me at first, but I rewatched it and I was like, it's fine. Looks pretty good on Blu-ray. Avengers. It's one of the greatest superhero movies of all time. Great fun. Looks great on Blu-ray. Captain America, the first Avenger. Like I said, Captain America is my favorite one out of the group. I really liked his origin movie or whatever. This looks great on Blu-ray. And I'm a sucker for war movies. Next one is Thor, directed by Kenneth Branagh. Shakespeare dude. This isn't my favorite standalone movie, especially origin movie. It's fine. It looks good on Blu-ray. The thing I like about the Thor movies is when they go to Asgard and stuff, it looks really good on Blu-ray. So, yeah, Thor. I'm a Marvel fanboy, so I'm going to have all of them. Iron Man 2. It is what it is. I mean, it looks fine on Blu-ray. I like Mickey Rourke as the villain. And Scarlett Johansson makes her appearance as Black Widow. That's about it. And then, of course, the last, certainly but not least, Blu-ray in my collection is the first Iron Man. Come on. It's fucking Iron Man. It looks great on Blu-ray. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about it. As you can tell, I'm getting kind of tired. I'm sure you're getting tired of listening to me. So, thank you guys. If you stuck around throughout this entire fucking video, props to you. Because I think I talked for about an hour or so. I don't really know. I didn't keep track. But, yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching this. That was my entire Blu-ray collection. comment in that place below my face and let me know what are some of your Blu-rays in your collection. Were there a lot in your collection that were in my collection? Which ones do you have that you recommend to me as a good Blu-ray? Like, let's talk about some Blu-rays in this video. So, you know, that's about it. So if you guys would like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow my Twitter, like my Facebook page, all those links are in the description below. And that's pretty much it. I guess my name is Chase Lee. Thanks for watching more reviews live. Tune in next time for whatever I review next, which is probably a movie review or whatever the hell else I come up with. See you guys later. Since this is live, let me go ahead and stop the well, I gotta play my outro music. Wait. All right. Yeah, that was sexy. Good stuff. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.